Hello. Hi, and hi, Sue Silk, my friend from a long time along ago. And I'm Chrissie Shirley, and I'm an Access facilitator and coming to Christchurch to facilitate a class called the Access Foundation, which is 4 days of change. And Sue and I go back quite a long while, and we did Sue helped me create a lot of classes a long time ago when you
Yep.
lived in Auckland, Sue. And Sue's going to host me again, and she's a delightful host. But let's talk about the classes that we had a long time ago, shall we?
Yeah, sure. I could have remind myself there was foundation, and was there another one, level 1, and then level 2 and 3 at the time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't facilitate the level 2s and
No.
3s, so that's the COP now. But the classes used to be for foundation for 2 days, and then level 2 and 3 would be, level 1 would be the next level.
Right. Well, I remember doing those particular classes with you up in Auckland, and I think we were in some quite a lovely space, in a hotel or motel you were staying at, and they were wonderful. We had a lot of fun. There was a lot of camaraderie, which those things are always important to me.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
there's also, many light bulb moments
Yeah.
and moments of more awareness and consciousness, which of course is why we're doing this.
We are doing it, and what it does is the processes do actually work their magic.
So I was just wondering if you could help me in terms of how has the class evolved and changed over the years, because it has been a long time since I did foundation.
Yes. Well, that's a good question. We work a lot. There's a lot of the information that was in those early classes, which is still fabulous, fabulous tools, has been taken out. And I would say the foundation is not as weird as what it used to be. There was a particular thing, yes. So it's probably more mainstream, and we do a lot more work around processing and being the greatness who we truly be.
It sounds really good. And I know for me, I'm in this stage of my life where, officially retirement is really not that far away. And I've got quite a lot of options available to me of what I can create and what fun things I can do. And I've also got to the stage in life where I just invite and ask things that I love and make my heart sing into my life. And
Yes,
so really, I mean, that would be with foundation, that's what I would be asking for. So more awareness, more creativity, more consciousness.
yeah,
How can that contribute to my
and
life?
yeah, absolutely. And asking for more of that is awesome choices. And of course, always asking for more money and revenue streams as well. Um, and not being afraid to ask for that as well, and spotting the places where we're suppressing ourselves in terms of what we can receive, and,
Mm.
and asking for more receiving. So,
Yeah, because I've been talking to some people and they're sort of quite nervous about retiring and thinking, well, their income's
right,
going to drop and what are they going to do? And this,
yeah.
where I've got lots of ideas already and have even got opportunities coming to me already. And I think,
Oh, wow.
maybe that's where we were talking about, foundation, where you might have done it 15 years ago, but it can still keep what you
It's
let
still
go
working.
of then, it still works and still
Yes,
keep going.
the tools that you got then and the change that you got at that time, and also doing what you did then, the level 2s and 3s, and the other classes that you did, because you and I went down to Costa Rica. I went to Costa Rica like so many years. I wish I'd kind of kept a record of how many times I went. I think I went there about 20 times. So
It was a lot.
and we were there at classes, intensive classes with Gary Douglas, and that all created huge change. And at the time, you can't really see what change is happening, but I've noticed a huge change in myself in probably the last 6 months, which, how would you say that is? It just, you can tell, because every now and then you open up to a new space and you can feel your life getting easier. You can feel your connections with people, and you're just creating more. And what else is possible?
It sounds like a really nice place to be. I mean, like I say, as you know, there's a lot of people are going into retirement. I see other people my own age or around my age who
Yes.
are really winding down. And for me, in the last few years, my life has been winding up in a really good way. As you know, with my travels and everything else, I mean,
Yes.
the
Yeah.
people that I've met and the connections I've made are so strong and so instant. And
Wow.
it's really, been a gift to me. And my friendship with you is a gift to me. I mean, we always have so much fun, and we eat and laugh and drink and play and just
And we wear fedora hats,
hats. Have a
Yes.
whole
Well, that's an absolute pleasure, because Sue came with me to Queenstown, and we facilitated a wonderful bars class down there, and she was such a great contribution, and it was a gift. And we drove down, we drove back, and we just enjoyed each other's company, and we enjoyed the class in Queenstown with the beautiful people from Brazil, because there were mostly Brazilians in that class.
Yeah, they were great.
And they were fabulous. And so now we're going to do a foundation, will probably be in Sue's place, and we do have another wonderful venue if this foundation gets too big for your house, Sue.
Yeah.
Sue is a wonderful host. She is the hostess with the mostest, and she always is looking for beautiful things in her house and beautiful food, and that's one of the things that I've always loved about you, Sue, because when I first met you, I remember you used to make food and sell it to corporates. Do you remember, for their lunches?
Yes.
And you
Corporate
had corporate gifts and corporate, wasn't it, sandwiches and lunches and
I
all
used
sorts
to
of gorgeous things.
stuff.
And I wanted to learn how to do that.
Well, whenever Chrissie comes down, we get in the kitchen and we create things, and it's fun.
And that's really, really wonderful. So it's an absolute pleasure talking with you tonight, Sue. It's been a really wonderful conversation, and to get really clear on, do I really want to do another foundation? And yes, the foundation class, if anyone's listening to this and wants to know more about it, foundation class is, if you've done a bars class and you got change from the bars class, one of the things you notice that the foundation class will give you a whole lot more tools. It really just changes things at a very deep level. That's why it's called a foundation class, because it's really destroying your fixed points of view about what your life is like. And
what areas that you're stuck, areas where you feel stuck and you just cannot change them or can't move, you just move.
Yeah, and it just does it by the cleverness of the processes that Gary and Dane put together. And then, of course, there's a whole lot of tools in there. Also, the bodywork is awesome. The bodywork is life-changing. I've seen the bodywork where people have had the bodywork, and that changes their point of view as well. And I am a real, I love the Access bodywork. I do it myself. every week I do a whole day of the bodywork, and I share it and I swap it with another lady.
Well, that is something that I've been asking for in my life, and I've I've had 2 people show up and we've run bars, but and it's like, and what else is possible? I would like more of that, please.
More.
Yes.
Yes, so the process, there's some body processes. One's called biomimetic mimicry, which is a very awesome process that takes out of the body, it releases from the body all the places where our bodies have biomimetically mimicked other people's bodies.
Oh, okay. And then that other one you've talked about, was it exoskeleton?
Oh, the exoskeleton. Well, that's actually not in there, but if it's required, the exoskeleton is a place where when something we can't handle, we put it out into this exoskeleton that we have created around us. And so the only way to access it is to actually run these different processes around that. And, you know, if one of the things about the foundation is that if you've got something going on in your life and you need a little bit of private facilitation, you get it in a foundation class, and everyone in the class benefits from it.
Right. Yeah, that's right. I remember all of that in terms of the whole class everybody in the room would benefit from whatever question that anybody in the room brought up.
Exactly.
And the processes that helped clear that or facilitate and clear it.
Exactly. And so everyone gets more and more change. So what change do you think people are looking for in these times? It's an interesting time that we're living in. We don't know we have no definition of how our lives are going to be. So we have to keep on asking those questions.
Yes, yeah, you're right. You're right about that, because everything that a lot of people have planned or been thinking about or been thinking, we've booked to go here or we're going to do this, it's not happening or it can't happen. And so people are going, oh, well, what do we do? So
yeah, so that's where just keep on asking questions. And how does it get better? What else is possible? That question, like what else is possible that I've not considered, even if people just ask that question. And if anyone is interested in foundation, well, I'll put the link on the place where you can click onto it. If you want to click on it, you'll find some more information on that. And if you want to register, that's very cool too. If you want to talk with somebody about that, you're very welcome to text me or contact me through Facebook.
yeah, sounds good. The other thing that's coming up too at the moment, Chrissie, is a lot of fear. So are there processes that can help or people?
Well, yes, we will be. Thank you for that. So we will be talking about distractor implants.
Right, that's right.
Because fear is a distractor implant. Fear is not true. And we will be doing work around that as well. That's a very good question.
That actually makes doing the class actually invaluable at this point in time, because everybody you speak to, and every time I go on Facebook, you see there's stuff around fear to do with all covering all facets of life at the moment, because that uncertainty has gone, or that certainty has gone for a lot of
people. Yeah, absolutely. Wow, good awareness. So yeah, so the distractor implant of fear and all the other distractor implants, they're all designed to distract us from who we truly be. So yeah, so what's possible that we don't even know. And thank you so much, Sue, for this wonderful conversation. It's just an absolute delight.
Yes, thank you. I'm really glad that we have done this. Really, it's been a real gift.
Thank you so much. And I'm going to finish the recording now, so I'll just say bye, everybody.
Bye, Chrissie.
Thank you so much.